Okay, I wanted to do another short video of my dream and a Bible reading. First of all, look at my tree. Look how pretty it is. Love the white tree. Okay, so I had a dream as I was waking up this morning of setting up a party for my daughter. I think it was a birthday party. We were getting all set up. You know, that excitement that builds right before you do something and celebrate. And not everyone showed up. Only a few amount of people showed up. And I remember that heaviness of heart and that sadness. And we waited. We're like, okay, let's just delay. Let's just not start the party. We waited a little bit extra time, and those people that didn't show up still didn't show up. And I just remember being sad because you put so much into it for your daughter and you want your kids to be happy. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, throw that aside. It didn't have any meaning because we already had my daughter's 5th birthday party. And it was small, but it was enough people to make her feel happy and honored, and we had fun. So I was like, okay, why am I dreaming about this? It's like another 11 months till her next birthday. But when I was on my walk outside, trying to build up my lungs again, it dawned on me that the Lord gave me that dream because He often gives us dreams dealing with our kids because we empathize the most. We really love our kids and we want the best for them. So He gave me a dream about something happening to my kid that he's feeling, that he's about to have the wedding feast and people aren't ready. And so by giving me that dream, it's kind of like a prophetic, like this is what it's like for me. I'm about to throw my son a wedding feast and people aren't ready. And I do believe that the rapture is really close. And the 2 parables on my heart, or on his heart, that he downloaded to me are Matthew 22, verse 1 through 14, which is the parable of the wedding feast. And then the parable of the 10 virgins in Matthew 25, 1 through 13. Now, I'm not going to read that one because I do teach on that one a lot. But let's just read together the parable of the wedding feast because he gave me that dream for a reason. Matthew 22, Jesus spoke to them again in parables, saying, the kingdom of heaven may be compared to a king who gave a wedding feast for his son. And he sent his servants to call those who had previously been invited to the wedding feast, but they refused to come. This is the nation of Israel. They were the first to be invited, to be in right relationship with the Lord, and to be married to Him. Then he sent out some other servants, saying, tell those who have been invited, look, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen and fatted calves are butchered, and everything is ready. Come to the wedding feast. But they paid no attention. They disregarded the invitation, treating it with contempt. And they went away, one to his farm, the other to his business. The rest of the invited guests seized his servants and mistreated them, insulting and humiliating them and killing them. So this represents Israel killing the prophets. Israel killed the prophets that God had sent them. The king was enraged when he heard this, and he sent his soldiers and destroyed those murderers and burned their city. Jerusalem was burned and destroyed in AD 70. And the diaspora and being kicked out of Jerusalem is punishment for rejecting the Messiah the first time, although we know God is not done with Israel. Then he said to his servants, the wedding feast is ready, but those who were invited were not worthy. So go to the main highways that lead out of the city and invite to the wedding feast as many as you can. So he's saying, go out beyond Jerusalem. Go to the world now. Invite the world to the wedding feast. And that's prophetic, talking about inviting Gentiles now, because he tried to invite the Jews already. As many as you will find. Those servants went out into the streets and gathered together all the people that they could find, both bad and good. So the wedding hall was filled with dinner guests sitting at the banquet table. But when the king came in to see the dinner guests, he saw a man there who was not dressed appropriately in wedding clothes. And he said, friend, how did you come in here without wearing the wedding clothes that were provided for you? And the man was speechless and without excuse. Then the king said to the attendants, tie him hand and foot and throw him into the darkness outside, in that place where there will be weeping and grinding of teeth. For many are called, but few are chosen.